very important to understand that medical bills initially are the responsibility of the client or the injured person. And if you ignore that and you don't find out what's going on, find out where the bills are going, you can find yourself with a bunch of collection letters. Let's talk about medical bills. Medical bills are a very large part of your personal injury claim. They establish sometimes the baseline of how your claim is perceived by, for instance, an insurance adjuster. Lots of medical bills, relatively indicative of a bigger case. Very few medical bills may be indicative of a smaller case. Not true all the time, especially in cases like brain injuries and things like that. However, medical bills are a central part of your case, and we have lots of questions when we get hired about those bills. One of the most important parts of medical bills when you're hurt by someone else and seeking attorney's advice is who pays your medical care right off the bat. Most of the time, and many years ago, it was very easy. You would give them your health insurance if you had it, and the health insurance would pay, and then they would be entitled to what we call subrogation, subject of another video, basically getting paid back. But now, in our world, we have lots of different ways that providers can get paid. They can get paid from your health insurance. They can get paid from your car insurance, medical payments, which we've talked about. Med payments are essentially health insurance on your car insurance. They can get paid by you directly. If you don't have any insurance, they're going to send you a big bill. And other ways to get paid are the Medicare, Medicaid, and other things like that. However, when someone walks into a hospital and they give them their health insurance card, or if they're in the ER and they say, do you have health insurance? And you say, yes. What's really happening here is very different than when you go in with a cold or a cough and present your card. When you come in hurt, they automatically assume and ask you, are you hurt from a third party? Did you get in a car crash? Did something else happen to you that someone else is responsible for? And the hospitals and the doctors have become savvy because, again, they're trying to get money out of a settlement that's in the future. And so they don't bill your health insurance. They don't bill the car insurance. They don't bill anybody sometimes until they know, frankly, what the best way to get repaid is. And also how much more they can get repaid under certain payments than others. So when you go in, they will always ask you about insurance, but they may not bill your insurance right off the bat. They may try to bill Progressive or Geico, and Geico gets a bill. And Geico doesn't do anything with that bill because it's not a health insurance bill. In this case, it's a bill that's maybe going to get paid in the future when you settle your case through an attorney. And then you will have the money to pay back the hospital. But that money doesn't come right away. Now, if you have MedPay on your car insurance, or you have PIP, PIP on your car insurance, then that insurance will pay your medical bills first up to a certain degree, and then your health insurance will take over. If you don't have health insurance, then you'll take over and make payments, or however you're able to do that. And a lot of people aren't able to do that. And they wonder, how come the guy that hit me isn't paying my medical bills? And the answer is, well, they will pay your medical bills just way down the road. So there's going to be a period of time where you, as the client and the injured person, if you don't have MedPay and you don't have health insurance, you're going to have to figure out how to pay those medical bills. Sometimes you can get on a payment plan. Sometimes we can ask the provider to put it on a lien so that at the end of the day, a year down the road, you'll then pay them back. Hopefully this will eliminate the need to go into collections, which nobody wants to do, or other problems that can occur when you don't pay your bills, essentially. And it's very unfair, and most clients are very frustrated about that. But at the end of the day, the medical bills are either paid for by initially your health insurance or by you personally, or if you have PIP, personal injury protection in some states, or medical payments, MedPay in other states, then that will pay up to the degree that the they've insured you for, $5,000, $10,000. So it's very important to understand that medical bills initially are the responsibility of the client or the injured person. And if you ignore that and you don't find out what's going on, find out where the bills are going, you could find yourself with a bunch of collection letters and so forth. So look at what you have insurance, look at what you have in MedPay or PIP, see where the hospital is billing the medical bills, and pay very close attention to all that. And when you do hire an attorney, let them know what you've done, and they'll help you straighten that out. But at the end of the day, it's the client/injured person's responsibility to take care of those bills. We can help you, but we cannot pay the bills under our ethical duties, especially in most states we can't do that. So that's a medical bill issue that is very important to understand. If you don't have health insurance and you don't have PIP or MedPay, we can try to arrange a lien for you, a provider that basically will treat you and not demand a bill right off the bat. Worse down the road, we can find payment companies that will give you money to go get health care, but those are pretty tricky because they charge high interest rates, and we really try to stay away from those. But if you don't have health insurance and you don't have any way to pay for your medical bills, there are some avenues that we can help you with. But again, medical bills are very tricky. Please stay on top of them and let your attorneys know what's going on.